And good evening. This is your host, Steve Hurd, coming back to you with Blackford baseball. Tonight, Blackford's playing host to the Bluffton Tigers out of Bluffton, Indiana. As you can see, I have the lineup on the screen right now, and we'll just go ahead and jump right into it while we wait on the referees to get here, or the umpires to get here, and get this game going. They're just now walking in. But we've got number 5, Eli Inskeep, playing shortstop tonight. Number 1, Gavin King, playing right field for the Tigers. Number 9, Colton Moore in center field. Number 20, Clayton Thompson is your designated hitter for Nick Huffer is your pitcher. Number 16, Mason Heller is the catcher. Number 7, Max Coral is your first baseman. Number 19, Gabe Eisenhut, second base. And number 11, Everett Johnson is playing third base. And number 8, Brandon Lockwood is in left field. The Tigers have a small bench tonight. Number 22, Noah Crystal. Number 3, Dom McPherson. Number 4, Connor Norman. Now, I know the Tigers have a number 6 out on the field, but unsure who he is, as he's not on their roster, so probably not going to play tonight. And while we sit here and wait for the umpires to finish up their talk with the coaches, by the way, Stacy Harold is the coach of the Tigers. Let's get into the game intro for WellsCountyVoice.com and Voice Action Sports on YouTube.
Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And we're back. Again, still waiting on the umpires to finish up. And let me clear this off the screen. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into Blackford's lineup this evening. There's just a few changes. And there we go. Number 8, Shane Elam, is going to be a leadoff batter, also having pitching duties tonight. Number 2, Braxton Strait is at shortstop. Number 10, Caleb Mealy is your catcher. Batting cleanup, number 13, Dayton Dow, the center fielder. Number 6, Blaine Riddle at second base. Number 17, Jake Ross is the designated hitter for number 11, Josh Jennings at third base. Number 23, Tyler Cagle will be at first base, followed by number 12, Dalton Wellman out in left field, and number 4, finishing out your lineup, Brandon Strobel out in right field. So, waiting still for the umpires to finish up with the coaches. Of course, Tony Ugan is your coach of your Blackford Bruins, and it looks like they've split up and parted ways here. So I'm going to clear off this screen, and we'll bring up the scoreboard so that we can get going. Probably go to break here while Blackford takes the field and gets warmed up. And then we'll be back shortly with some, hopefully some good baseball. The Bruins struggling 0-3 in the season. Last night struggling, not last night, the last game, struggling against the McConaughey Braves and just unable to make good contact with the ball. It just seemed like every time they did get a good hit that they couldn't get anybody else to follow suit, or anytime they got on base, they couldn't follow suit and bring them in. I'm going to zoom this out so we can get a better look at the field here. I'm going to move the camera to get that part of the window frame out, and I've changed up the way monitor the camera is recording today, so hopefully I can catch just a little bit more of the action, as I've had just a few people saying they wish that the camera would follow the ball, and I'll try to do my best with that, but I'm just not sure that it's going to work out the way you're hoping that it will. So stand by. We're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be back with some good Bruin baseball.
While filling your car's fuel tank at Food and Fuel Marathon, fill your body's fuel tank too. Monday through Friday, grab a chicken or tenderloin sandwich, or have out a burger and potato wedges, or onion chips, mozzarella cheese sticks, and Bosco breadsticks. If biscuits and gravy are your thing, they're available every Monday through Saturday morning until they're gone. And you'll have to grab a Poppy's Extreme donut or two, available daily. Food and Fuel Marathon, 1621 North Walnut Street, Hartford City. Open Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Food and Fuel Marathon, fueling your vehicle and you. Foundations Building Material is proud to support Blackford High School athletics. Foundation Building Material is your local building materials distributor in East Central Indiana. Our promise to our customers is to do business with integrity and honesty and strive to be the best every day, and never forget we work for you, our customers. We are founded on principle and built on purpose. Distributors of drywall, steel studs, Armstrong ceiling, and insulation. Call Aaron Farrell, 260-471-2181. Foundations Building Materials.
Locally owned Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC, owned by Jeff and Aubrey Strait, have 30 years of experience in commercial and residential painting and drywall finishing. Straits Drywall and Paint can do anything from new construction to remodels. Does your home need a new touch of color inside or out? Call Jeff or Aubrey at 765-499-9416 for a free quote. Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC. Insured painters with the professional skills necessary to complete your project on time and within budget.
All right, and we're back after the national anthem is played. And like I said, Blackford will be taking the field here shortly to get warmed up, and we'll get this game going. It's a little chill tonight. I do have the window open on the press box just to get a clearer view, and it does look a little bit better on the monitor as far as the clarity of the screen. Blackford fans being outnumbered by the Bluffton Tiger fans, it seems. Looks like there's maybe 15 to 18, maybe 20 for Blackford, and I guess maybe Blackford's a little spread out. There may be 15 for Bluffton. So just a little bit of the same here. We've got Shane Elam warming up as pitcher. This is his first time on the mound this year. I know I've seen Shane pitching in the past. Does very well. Has really good movement on his ball. Can't say that I've seen him throw a changeup though. Little league, they don't really use the changeup. Usually it's just throwing it, blowing it by you, or getting a lot of movement, and that's all they want at those lower levels. So Bluffton, as they're getting warmed up with their bats, we'll go ahead and stay here, and we'll just keep talking and keep watching what's going on. Josh Jennings getting another start on third base tonight. Josh not doing a bad job out on third base. A couple plays that we'd like him to pick up, but otherwise doing a decent job out there. Dalton Wilman getting the start out in left field, which is a little bit of a change. I believe the last game Hurd was out there in left field. So let's see what Wilman can do out there. Maybe he can make a few of those plays that Hurd maybe couldn't make, and maybe they're saving Hurd as maybe a relief pitcher for Elam as well. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Should be an interesting game. Up to bat right now, we're getting ready to get this going, is number 5, Eli Inskeep, the shortstop. And we'll just see where Elam's going to go, how he's going to do. Everybody's taking their places here. Umpire's ready to go. Elam with the pitch, a little inside and fouled off. Strike one. A nice looking pitch for Elam, a little high and inside, but got him swinging, and he fouled it straight back into the fence. Elam again with the pitch, another high and down the middle for ball one. A 1-1 count now in the bottom of the first. And there's one down the middle, and it's a high fly ball. Looks like it's going to be infield, Kegel underneath of it with the easy catch for the first out of the inning. That's a nice at bat for all 3 pitches. A fly ball on the infield for an easy out. Up to bat number 1, Gavin King of the Tigers. King out in right field today. Elam with the pitch, a little outside, a little high for ball one. Elam with another pitch, ooh, just missing the inside corner, ball two. That's 2-0 count for Elam, for King. 2-0 count, no outs, no runners on. And his third pitch is another ball. 3 straight balls for Elam, all 3 on the inside, and it looks like it's starting to snow here at Blackford. Just some little flakes, nothing crazy, nothing major. And another ball. Uh-oh. Apparently I missed the one. One was a strike. The umpire apparently has a little bit of a strike call. So the count's 3-1 with 1 out, and he does end up walking. And King walked with 4 balls, only had 1 strike thrown in that at bat. Out of 5 pitches, only 1 strike. Again, it is snowing here, and you gotta love Indiana weather. They're just little flakes and just a little bit. I looked at the radar just a few minutes ago and saw that there was something on its way. And with a nice curveball, strike right down the middle, and King getting a very good lead off. He was well on that corner edge of the grass. He's got 1 foot over the grass, and he looked at him and nothing going. King goes for it, and he is out by a long shot. Miller with the throw around catches him stealing, and there was nothing we could do about it because he had him by about 3 steps. That's the one thing you want to do with Miller. Miller will throw around in a minute. He has a very good pop time and very good ability to make those outs there. As long as we can get the infielders to make those plays, Miller will put the ball where it needs to be. Now to count 2-1 with 2 outs, and we have Colton Moore still up to bat, and another pitch, 3-1. I'm just trying to keep up here with my accounting for later on in the game. And Elam again, 4 straight balls to put a runner on first. Now Moore on first. 2 walks in a row for Elam. Up to bat, number 20, Clayton Thompson, the designated hitter for Tigers pitcher, Nick Huffer. And Moore getting not as big of a lead off. He's about a whole step. And a first pitch for Elam, a ball 1. Again, Moore, nowhere near the lead off that King had. He was about a whole step short of it. And that ball way in the dirt and way back here on the backstop. Moore rounding the second. And going on. Here we go. If I can clear that. There we go. So to count 2-0. 2-0 for Moore, for Thompson. Sorry, Moore on second. Thompson's got a 2-0 count with 2 outs. Moore playing around and timeout called by the referee, or the umpire. I think Thompson wasn't comfortable. Moore out there dancing on second base with a healthy lead. The Bluffton Tiger players screaming as well, trying to get into Elam's head, and there he goes dancing again. Elam giving him a look, goes ahead with the pitch, and the ball's fouled off, strike 1. That pitch looked a little outside and high, but Thompson went ahead and swung, got a little contact, and put it foul. Again, counts 2-1 now, 2 outs. Thompson at bat. Moore on second base, again with a healthy lead off. Dancing, trying to get Shane to tag him out, and Shane turns around for the pickoff move, but keeps the ball. And here we go. We're going to try it again. Elam on the mound. Still watching Moore. Moore out there dancing. And the pitch comes in, and it's a high fly ball out into center field. Dow running to miss, just barely misses it on the diving catch. And Bowden running out to back him up. And the Tigers score 1 run on that one. So a base hit by Thompson. A base hit by Thompson out into center field. Gets the Tigers up on an early lead, 1-0 on the Bruins. And we still have 2 outs. And up to bat we have number 16, Mason Heller, the catcher. The pitch comes in low and outside, ball 1. And Thompson again not getting near the leadoff that King had. He's about a step inside of Moore. So I think the Tigers have definitely learned their lesson as far as stealing goes. They either need to get a bigger jump, or they need to not try that stealing move again. Left timeout by Coach Ugan. He's going to go out and talk to his pitcher and maybe settle him down, let him find the strike zone. I believe I have him at about 19 pitches. I think I forgot to keep track, so I may just reset it and try again. And looks like Ugans got his talk over with Elam, and we'll see if we can't get this going again. A 2-0 count, 2 outs for Heller. And I believe I'm at like 18, maybe 19 pitches for Elam. That ball's low, ball 3. And Elam struggling here at his first pitching appearance for the Bruins. Has already walked 2, allowed just 1 run on a nice hit out into center field. And that pitch just hits the corner for strike 1. A 3-1 count now with 2 outs. Blackford down just by 1, 0-1. Again, that Thompson not getting a very big lead off, but it doesn't matter because the Tigers, or Elam, just walked another runner. And that puts runners on first and second. It looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner for the catcher. Number 22, Noah Crystal, running for Heller. And up to bat now, number 7, Max Coral, the first baseman for the Tigers. The umpire doing a quick jotting. Keeping track of the activities that are going on tonight. Elam looking in, getting the sign from Mealy. Mealy gives it to him. Elam with the pitch. Outside and low. Mealy trying to frame it. Not good enough for the umpire. 1-0 count now. Runners on first and second. 2 outs. Blackford down by 1. And the Bluffton Tigers bench trying to get into Elam's head. And that pitch fouled off. 1-1 count. The Bluffton Tiger bench screaming, just trying to get into Elam's head, keep him from pitching well. They've got a bit of a 2-out rally here. Runners on first and second. And Elam with a curveball lands in the strike zone. 1-2 count. 2 outs. Now Coral with 2 strikes on him. Runners on first and second. Another curveball comes in. He makes contact. Riddle with the play and throws him out at first. And that's going to end this half inning. Blackford down by 1. And we'll have a word from our sponsors.
Dr. Malia Robertson of Clear Choice Chiropractic asked, do you suffer from neck pain while working, or do migraines keep you from enjoying your day? Do you have to take pain pills just to function? Does your baby cry constantly for no apparent reason? And most importantly, do you remember the last day you were pain-free? You don't have to live with these frustrations. The doctors at Clear Choice Chiropractic have many techniques to relieve the symptoms of neck and back pain, headaches, stiff joints, colic, earaches, and many other symptoms. Call for your appointment with Dr. Malia Robertson at Clear Choice Chiropractic, 765-329-5044. That's 329-5044. And take back your life and enjoy living pain-free. Located at 1501 North Walnut Street in Hartford City. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesdays, 3 to 6 p.m. Thursdays, 3 to 7 p.m. Closed Saturdays and Sundays. Clear Choice Chiropractic. We've got your back.
And we're back, and we're going to have Shane Elam up to bat. And it looks like I forgot to put the scoreboard on the screen so that you can see it, and there you go. And so we're in the bottom of the first. And let me fix that there for you as well. Bottom of the first. Blackford down by 1. And Elam so far with a 250 batting average, not bad. His junior year, and as the Tigers finish up, we should be getting going here in this game. Again, the pitcher, number 17 for the Tigers, Nick Huffer. Just watching him warm up here a little bit. Has a decent movement on his curveball. That was the last pitch that was thrown, was a curve. And again, up to bat is going to be Shane Elam. Elam looking down at Ugan for the call. Ugan letting him know, hey, you're the first batter. Let's just get this thing going, and let's get some runs on the board here. And the pitch coming in, and low, ball one. 1-0 count for Elam. Elam, the pitcher for Blackford. Facing the pitcher. And low and outside, ball two. 2-0 count now for Elam. Again, Elam with a .250 batting average on the season. And that pitch hits just the outside corner for strike one. 2-1 count now for Elam. That pitch was right on the edge of the plate, and the umpire rung it up as a strike. The pitch comes in. It was a high and inside pitch. Elam still makes contact with it, trying to beat out the throw, but unsuccessful. That ball went to the shortstop, and for a 6-3 out.
Now batting for your Bruins, the shortstop, number 2, Braxton Straight.
And we can clear some of these off. Up to bat now is Braxton Straight. And the first pitch, a ball. Ball one. Ball was just a little high. Enough that the umpire was not going to call it. Braxton 143 on the season, but has an on-base percentage of .333, and he fouls the second pitch off behind the press box. A 1-1 count, 1 out. A 1-1 count now with 1 out for Straight, and that pitch outside for ball 2. Braxton ringing up 1 hit, 1 RBI, and 2 runs. I believe that may be for just for the game against McConaughey. Looks like the third pitch, ball 3, 3-1 count now for Straight. And the pitch coming in. Another one just barely hitting the outside corner, ringing it to full. A 3-2 count now for Straight. And he gets walked. That ball, another one low and outside. Mueller now. Up to bat.
Back for your Bruins, the catcher, number 10, Caleb Neely.
Batting with a .333 average in his last game. And let's see if we can put that up there for you. And look at that. It's got the wrong. Hang on here. Let's see if we can fix this, because we don't want. And the first pitch comes in. We'll just go ahead and clear that. Oh, yeah. We'll just clear that, and we won't have to worry about it. And another 1 count now for Mealy. 1 out. We got Straight on first base. Huffer still trying to run a pickoff mood on Straight. Not going to work. Straight with not a very big leadoff. That pitch, another strike, just hitting the outside corner. Oh, but Mealy didn't like it, didn't want it. So now an 0-2 count for Mealy. 1 out. Straight with getting a bigger leadoff this time. Huffer again steps off the mound to push Straight back. Didn't throw the ball, but just enough to make him go back and get a little dirty. And now the pitch to Mealy, well outside, ball 1. 1-0 count now for Mealy. I believe I said 1-0. 1-2 count for Mealy. 1 out. Straight's on first. Huffer pitching. Huffer ready to pitch. The pitch comes in. That one was straight down the middle, and it looked like he may have fouled it off. Yep, he fouled it off because they're making Straight go back to first. I know I said I would try to... There we go. Maybe we can get a little bit of the action here. A 1-2 count now. 1 out. Straight on first. Mealy's up to bat. Huffer, your pitcher. Huffer with the pitch. And that looked like a curveball. Grounded to third, and he's unable to make the play. And that's going to advance both runners. And now Blackford has a runner on first and second with Dow up to bat. Dow with a decent season so far. If I can find his stats here, he's batting a... Let's see here. Yep. For this season, batting a .333 with 12 plate appearances, 1 run, 4 hits, 3 RBIs, and 3 doubles. There's a reason that he's in the spot that he's in, and he tries for the bunt to advance the runners, but couldn't make contact. That's strike 1. An 0-1 count now on Dow. Looking down at Dugan for the sign. He stepped into the box. Both runners with a lead off. Mealy with a really big lead off on first. And Huffer with the pitch. Well outside, ball 1. A 1-1 count now for Dow. Mealy again with a large lead. He has about the same size lead as King did in the first half inning. Now his is a little bit longer. He is squarely in front of that cutout. And Dow with the bunt. And the pitcher Huffer throws it to third to get the out. And Ugan cannot be happy with that. He probably wanted that ball to go down the third or the first baseline so that the runners could be safe and give him a chance to get a runner in scoring position. Up now, up to bat, number 6, Blaine Riddle, the second baseman. Riddle. And Huffer with his first pitch and a swinging strike 1. So we have Mealy on second. Mealy on second now. Dow on first. And that ball low and in the dirt.
The second baseman, number 6, Blaine Riddle.
And again, here we are. Riddle up to bat with a 1-1 count. That ball just a little high, 1-1. I'm sorry. Boy, not having a good night tonight. The count is 2-1 with 2 outs for Riddle. And the pitch comes in, and Riddle gets a nice piece of it, but it's infield. And he makes the catch. The second baseman makes the catch to end the inning. And Blackford unsuccessful in their score attempts. And we'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
While filling your car's fuel tank at Food and Fuel Marathon, fill your body's fuel tank too. Monday through Friday, grab a chicken or tenderloin sandwich, or have out a burger and potato wedges, or onion chips, mozzarella cheese sticks, and Bosco breadsticks. If biscuits and gravy are your thing, they're available every Monday through Saturday morning until they're gone. And you'll have to grab a Poppy's Extreme donut or two, available daily. Food and Fuel Marathon, 1621 North Walnut Street, Hartford City. Open Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Food and Fuel Marathon, fueling your vehicle and you.
And looks like we're waiting on Mealy to get his catcher's gear on and come out here and warm up Elam. They've got Nick Otwinowski out there helping out with those duties. And so while we're waiting on that, here comes Mealy. So we should be going down on this one or maybe the next pitch. So we'll be ready to go. No action in the bullpens. Still everything the same. Looks like Ewan pitching to Millie. Cagle, Riddle, Strait, and Jennings all in the infield. Strobel, Dow, and Willen out in the outfield. And it looks like we're going to be still waiting to go down one more here. Yep. And Millie calls the go down symbol. And we'll get this this half inning going. Again, failing on my duties to keep up with that. And up to bat, we're going to have number 19, the second baseman, Gabe Eisenhunt for the Tigers. The infield for the Bruins, giving Elam some last-minute encouraging words before we get the inning started. Blackford down by 1, 0-1 in the top of the second inning. Elam accepts the pitch, and it comes in high and inside, ball 1. A 1-0 count now for Eisenhunt. And another onside pitch, ball 2. 2 straight balls for Elam. Elam accepts the call. The pitch comes in, another high and inside, ball 3. 3 straight balls for Elam in this half inning. Elam again with the wind up, the pitch, and he hits the outside corner for strike 1. 3-1 count now for Eisenhunt. Elam on a full wind up now. And run right down the middle. Blue keeps it in front of him, gets the ball back, makes the throw down to first to make the out. 1 out now for Blackford. A good job by Little. Missed the fielding of the ball, but was able to keep it in front of him, jumped right back up, made that play to first base to get so the Tyler Cable could make that out. So a good play, and Blackford now with 1 out. Up to bat is Everett Johnson. And the pitch comes on, a curveball just inside. 1-0 count. A 1-0 count now for Johnson. And another pitch inside. Must have just barely hit the batter, enough to give him that first base. So Elam struggling here in the early phases of the game. Up to bat now, number 8, Brandon Lockwood, the left fielder for the Tigers. Elam now in the stretch. You got Johnson on first. The ball comes in way outside, ball 1. So you have a 1-0 count. A runner on first is Johnson, who was hit by the pitch. And that ball right down the middle, and Lockwood unable to make contact with it. A 1-1 count. A 1-1 count now for Lockwood. Johnson, not a very big lead, maybe 6 feet, 8 feet now. Elam in the stretch, throws another one way outside, ball 2. That pitch was a good 12 inches, maybe more, outside. Miller having to stretch out to get it. A 2-1 count now, 1 out. And the pitch comes in just on the inside of the plate. Gets Lockwood swinging for strike 2. A 2-2 count now for Lockwood. Inskeep, the leadoff, up on deck. And Elam tries with a curve and hangs it way high for a full count. Full count now for Lockwood. Johnson on first. Elam needs to get a strike here, and another one way outside for ball 4. Now runners on first and second. Ugan calling timeout, going to talk to his pitcher. Looks like he's bringing in a relief pitcher for Elam. And I'm trying to find a number 12, Hurd, Hurd's going to be your pitcher now. And while he's warming up and finishing, we're going to go to hear from more of our sponsors.
Foundations Building Material is proud to support Blackford High School athletics. Foundation Building Material is your local building materials distributor in East Central Indiana. Our promise to our customers is to do business with integrity and honesty and strive to be the best every day. And never forget, we work for you, our customers. We are founded on principle and built on purpose. Distributors of drywall, steel studs, Armstrong ceiling, and insulation. Call Aaron Farrell, 260-471-2181. Foundations Building Materials.
And we're back. It looks like Hurd's finished up his warm-ups. Looks like Hurd may have just a little bit more on his arm than he had the last week. Not a lot, but just a little bit more. And we're back at the top of the lineup. Number 5, Eli Inskeep, the shortstop, flew out to the first baseman the last inning. He was the one that had that high fly ball. So we've got one out for the Tigers. Hurd with a fastball comes in, hits just away from the booth, and Inskeep was going for a bunt, trying to move the runners. So we have an 0-1 count, one out. Inskeep up to bat, runners on first and second, and Hurd tries to pick off move over at first and unsuccessful. So we'll reload and try again here. Hurd steps up. Hurd with last year recording an 8.4 ERA. And another foul straight back. So not fast enough to get good contact on the ball, but fast enough just to make contact, get under it, and foul it off. An 0-2 count now for Inskeep. One out, runners on first and second. Hurd with a curve, and he catches the plate on the outside corner and gets strike 3. A very nice looking curveball on the outside corner. Inskeep did not even look at it. Just watched it go by, recording the second out of the inning. So now Blackford with 2 outs, runners on first and second. Gavin King, the right fielder, up to bat. He swings and misses for strike 1. So we're 1 count now on King. King was the one who got caught stealing the last inning. Hurd with another fastball on the line. Maybe just barely. If he would have thrown that just a little bit lower, that would have been the third out. What a nice play. Just a little bit high. Too high for Tyler to quickly get that ball down, and almost caught that runner standing there with his hands in his pocket. And the third strike right down the middle for Hurd. Ending the inning. Nice job. Very good. I don't even know what to say. So let's go ahead and hear from some more sponsors, and we'll be right back after this.
Locally owned Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC, owned by Jeff and Aubrey Strait, have 30 years of experience in commercial and residential painting and drywall finishing. Straits Drywall and Paint can do anything from new construction to remodels. Does your home need a new touch of color inside or out? Call Jeff or Aubrey at 765-499-9416 for a free quote. Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC. Insured painters with the professional skills necessary to complete your project on time and within budget.
And we're back. I've gotten a couple text messages saying that you can't hardly hear what I'm saying. So if you can hear me now, or if you can hear any better, just let me know. I'm trying to mess with some things on my board here and get things fixed. But if you haven't heard so far, Hurd relieving Aaron in the second inning and got him out of a bit of a jam, had runners on first and second. And basically had 2 up and 2 down, was able to get us out of that inning and get us going on into being able to bat. So if you're still having trouble hearing me, just go ahead and shoot me another text so that I can fix it or try to fix whatever's going on here. And it may be something just as simple as flipping a couple of switches here. So just let me know. So right now Blackford's still down by 1 with let's see here, up to bat should be number 9, Colton Moore. No, I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong. Should be number 17, Jake Ross. So let's see if Jake can get us going here. I know I have some stats here for Jake. Let's see if we can find them and share those with you. And the pitch comes in. A little low for Jake and called strike 1. And there we go. Jake Ross is batting about a .222 this year. On base percentage is a .300. He's had 2 hits, 3 RBIs, and 1 run. Alright, so I just got another message saying that I'm still a little distorted, so I'm going to take a quick timeout as Jake Ross gets a hit and does record the out. Unable to get to base, so I'm going to turn down here. We're going to switch some things up and see if this will help. Alright, let me know if that helps at all. And we'll see if we're going up to bat now is Tyler Cagle. And the first pitch comes in, and it's a strike 1. 0-1 count now, 1 out for Blackford. Huffer still the pitcher for the Tigers. A quick timeout call. Ball 1. I missed that. Still trying to figure out what's going on with my equipment here. And we'll keep working on it and seeing if we can't get it fixed. And the third pitch comes in high and inside, ball 2. So 2-1 count now for the senior Cagle. Third pitch comes in, just hits the outside corner for strike 2. So a 2-2 count now for Cagle. And that pitch comes in way in the dirt. And that rings it up to a full count. Full count now for Cagle, 3-2. No runners on. And that pitch comes in as well, way in the dirt. Walking Cagle. So Cagle recording a walk.
Now batting with left fielder number 14, Dalton Willman.
And up to bat number 14, Dalton Willman. Now I'm trying to get the score of this Blackford softball team. They're playing over in Yorktown tonight. And it looks like they're no score, top of the second. And the first pitch for Willman, a ball. And Cagle with about a 6-foot lead, not very big, inching it out for secondary. And Dalton. And still getting that I'm distorted on my sound. Maybe I just need to turn it down and turn the main volume down. So if you are still getting me distorted, keep telling me, keep letting me know. I'm still messing with some things. A 1-1 count now for Willman. And that ball way in the dirt and behind the catcher, and Cagle goes on to second. So now we have a 2-1 count. 2-1 count now for Willman. And that may have been all I needed to do, was just turn down the volume a little bit. I've had trouble with that in the past. So let me know what you're hearing now. And it looks like I have a still cracking. Not sure what else I can do here other than turn my sound down. So I'll keep working on it. And Dalton gets a hit. It looks like it's out into left field, and it drops to the ground. It drops to the ground, and Cable advances on to third. Willman with a double out of that. And that dropped just in the gap. I'm guessing neither one of them could see the ball because they both just kind of stood there for a second, not knowing what to do. So Willman with a nice hit, but that's going to be an error on the left fielder. And now the Tigers coach is out to the mound to have a talk with Huffer. And let's see what this message has to say. Yeah, when I get excited, it does get worse. So I think I just have the volume turned up a little too loud. And so we'll back the volume off and see if that doesn't help. If that doesn't help, I may switch headsets and go that route, see if that works. So up to bat now is number 4, Brandon Strobel, the right fielder. And I know I have some stats on him as well. Strobel batting a .286 this year, with his on-base percentage being a .286, 2 hits, and only recording 1 strikeout. And the first pitch was a strike, 0-1 count now, 1 out. And Strobel throws out the bunt, but unable to make contact with it, recording his second strike. So an 0-2 count now for Strobel. Looks like they were going for the squeeze play because Cagle was already on his way in, and when he didn't make contact, he was heading back fast. 0-2 count now, 1 out, runners on second and third. The pitch comes in, and Strobel just makes enough contact to stay in the game. So again, keep letting me know if I need to keep turning it down. I'll keep turning it down, and we'll hopefully get it right eventually. So again, an 0-2 count for Strobel. The pitch comes in, and he fouls another one off. Strobel doing a fine job of staying at the plate, working just enough to make contact to get the pitch that he wants. And that's the name of the game. Willman with a nice lead off, and Strobel misses one right down the middle, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. Up to bat now, the pitcher, Hurd, jumping into the leadoff spot. Number 12, Peyton Hurd. So we have 2 outs now in the bottom of the second. And the first pitch comes in, and it's past the catcher, and Cagle hustles in and goes ahead and ties it up for the Bruins. That ball is a 1-0 count now. Now Dalton on third. Hurd with a 1-0 count, 2 outs. And I got another message, so we'll take a listen here. And he says, I got the thumbs up. So it may still get a little cracky when I get excited, which is something that I will often do as long as the Bruins are playing well. But we will keep the volume turned down. And that ball down the middle, belt high, and Hurd lets it go, strike 1. A 1-1 count now for Hurd. And that's the pitch that you want. Every batter wants that pitch, belt high down the middle. And gets another one just a little bit higher for the ball, too. 2-1 count now. Coach Hugan giving him some encouraging words. And I've got a couple more texts. And that ball high and inside, Hurd having to duck down, 3-1. And everybody's saying I'm wonderful. And I already knew that, but thank you anyway. I'm just kidding. Now a little timeout from Hurd, running down to talk to Hugan. Probably just getting a few words of encouragement. And let me... Oh, not the one I wanted. Still trying to get things sorted out here. And there we go. No, I don't want that. And Hurd with a 3-1 count. That ball just in the strike zone for strike 2. Now a full count for Hurd. And let me ring it up here. Full count. Now, for some reason, I must have cleared off the outs. Full count now for Hurd, 2 outs. The pitch comes in, and he watches strike 3 go right on the outside corner. So, sit tight. We've got a tie game here in Blackford, and we'll be back after words from our sponsors.
The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper is your hometown newspaper with a staff that takes great pride in covering local community events in Hartford City and Montpelier. Available at newsstands in Hartford City at Needler's Fresh Market, Food and Fuel, John's Service Station, Northside Florist, and in Montpelier at Coffle's Family Market, Carrie's Restaurant, and Charlie's Sunoco, with more locations coming soon. The Voice of Blackford County is published every Tuesday with a cost of only $1 or a yearly subscription for $35. You'll find school-related events, obituaries, public records info, church news, community calendar, and so much more. Contact Danny at 765-251-4903 or Ann at 765-330-4842. The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper. Local news about local people.
And we're back here in Hartford City, Indiana, where the Blackford Bruins are now tied with the Bluffton Tigers, 1-1 in the bottom of the... Now, we're going to be in the top of the third now. And just as Mealy takes his throw down, I believe I have number 9, Colton Moore, up to bat. And Colton walked last inning. And the Bruins looking to change that and start recording outs instead of walks as we get into this top of the third inning. And Hurd in the full windup now. Delivers the pitch. Just misses the outside corner. Ball 1. And Hurd again in the windup. Accepts the call from Mealy. The pitch comes in. High and outside. Ball 2. And Hurd again in the full windup, a 2-0 count. Pitch comes in, just missing it again. 3 straight balls for Hurd. And we've got to get our pitchers throwing strikes. We need to hit these corners. And the 4th pitch comes in, and it's a high fly ball to right field. And Brandon Strobel there to record the out. Strobel just camping out underneath of that fly ball. And up to bat now, number 20, Clayton Thompson, the designated hitter. Got a single out of a fly to left field and hits it again to that direction. And instead of going after the ball, Cagle runs immediately to first, and Riddle, unable to handle it, lets it go by for the right fielder, Brandon Strobel. So we've got a runner on first now, 1 out for the Tigers. Up to bat, number 16, Mason Heller, the catcher. Another one that was walked the last inning. Moore with a short lead off. Hurd delivers the pitch just outside for ball 1. And Moore not getting much of a lead off. Hurd looking at him. In the stretch now. Delivers the pitch. Just hits the outside corner for strike 1. A 1-1 count now for Heller, the catcher for the Tigers. 1-1, 1 out. Blackford tied with the Tigers now, 1-1. And Hurd with a curve ball. Couldn't get him swinging. Ball 2. Oh, I take that back. It sounds like it looks like the umpire may have called that a strike. Now a 1-2 count with one out. And that pitch comes in, and that is another curveball, and that was way inside and low for. Oops, that's what I'm doing. I'm hitting the wrong button. A 2-2 count now for Heller. The pitch comes in, and it's a fastball. Looks like he foul-tipped it, hits Caleb in the head. And the runner stays at first. So still a 2-2 count, one out. We've got Thompson on first. And another fastball down. And that ball's going to be out of play. Fouled back to the just behind the visitors' dugout. A nice fastball delivered. Unable to record the strikeout, though. So a 2-2 count now, one out. Hurd in the stretch. Delivers the pitch high and inside, ball 3. So a full count now for number 16, Heller. Full count, one out. And Thompson on first. And Hurd records his first walk, and that's Heller's second walk of the game. And Caleb calls a timeout and goes out to talk to Hurd. Not sure what they ever talk about out there, but Hurd with a bit of a smile on his face. So now runners on first and second, one out. Trying to reset that. There we go. Number 7, Max Coral up to bat, the first baseman, grounded out to second base last time. So now runners on first and second with one out. Tie ball game, 1-1. Still waiting on an update from the girls' game. And the first pitch comes in, ball 1. Now Hurd struggling with the balls. Can't get one to fall into the strike zone in the last few pitches. Looking at the runner on second base, and he puts one right down the middle, and it should be strike one. Mealy, unable to handle it, drops it, but he does record it as a strike. And just got a text message about the view and saying that it's a much better view, and I'm glad to hear that. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Hurd with the pitch, a curveball in the dirt. Mealy may be able to throw this, and he holds on to it. Mealy looked like he was ready. He had the kid, but just didn't pull the trigger on it and let him have the extra base. So a passed ball. The ball thrown in the dirt, a curveball, just lands shy of Mealy. Unable to handle it, goes between his legs, and doesn't go very far behind him, maybe 6 foot behind the circle. And when he had the ball, the runner was only halfway, and probably could have got him, but maybe not comfortable with the throw, so he lays off of it. Another one in the dirt, a curveball for Hurd. And it goes in the dirt, just not throwing it hard enough to get to the pitcher now. So a 3-1 count. A 3-1 count now for Coral. One out. And a look for a fastball here from Hurd. And it is a nice hard fastball. Fouled back behind the press box. A full count now. And look for another curveball from Hurd. Now, I'm sorry, another fastball from Hurd, and try to get this kid either looking at it going by or just unable to make contact with it. And it is another fastball, and he hits it. Hits to Jennings at third base, and Jennings unable to make the throw to get the out, and the runner is safe at first. Jennings just not enough arm on that ball to make the out. Now bases loaded with one out. And we may have an update on the girls' score here. Bottom of the second, 5-0 Yorktown, 2 outs. They've hit 3 home runs off of our Lady Bruins. So Lady Bruins down 5 in Yorktown. Hurd with the fastball, just a little high, ball 1. Hurd now getting the timeout for Mugen. Mugen coming out to talk with the sophomore pitcher. And we'll be right back after this short word from our sponsor. If you're suffering from neck or back pain or suffering from migraines or have a colicky baby, call Dr. Malia Robertson at Clear Choice Chiropractic. They have many techniques to relieve these and many more symptoms with chiropractic care. Located at 1501 North Walnut in Hartford City. And I also go to Dr. Malia. She is excellent, does a great job, very easy to work with, and I highly recommend going to see her. I go there at least once a month, and that pitch just hitting in the strike zone for Hurd, bringing the count to 1-1. A 1-1 count now, bases loaded, 1 out for the Tigers, and up to bat, number 7, Max Coral. That ball just misses the strike zone low and away. Ball 2, 2-1 count now, and it's not Max Coral. It is number 19, Gabe Eisenhunt. That ball just hits the strike zone. 2-2 count now. Hurd finding the strike zone here late in the third. Bases loaded, 1 out. Eisenhunt up to bat. Hurd pitching out of the stretch. A curveball that lands just inside the strike zone to ring him up. Strike 3. That's 2 outs now for the Bruins. And Eisenhunt goes down watching that one, sitting on his hands. And that's what we like to see. A nice curveball by Hurd. He thought it was going to be low or high. Who knows? But watches it go by and then gets upset when he gets rung up. And up to bat, number 11, Everett Johnson fouls one off. He was hit by Elam last inning. So we have an 0-1 count now on Johnson. Hurd still out of the stretch. Accepts the call from Mealy. With the pitch, and it's a curveball, and Johnson just barely able to hang on to it and foul it off. So an 0-2 count now. 0-2 count, 2 outs now for the Tigers. Blackford with bases loaded, trying to get out of this inning and leave all 3 on, and a curveball comes in, and does not get the strike call. And that pitch looked very good, but not enough for the umpire to make the call. So a 1-2 count now for Johnson. And Hurd out of the stretch. Pitch comes in, and he gets him swinging. And that'll end the inning, and a nice pitch by Hurd straight down the middle. And Johnson just unable to make any kind of contact with it to keep him going. And that's what we like to see from our Bruins. And now a word from this sponsor.
Dr. Malia Robertson of Clear Choice Chiropractic asks, do you suffer from neck pain while working, or do migraines keep you from enjoying your day? Do you have to take pain pills just to function? Does your baby cry constantly for no apparent reason? And most importantly, do you remember the last day you were pain-free? You don't have to live with these frustrations. The doctors at Clear Choice Chiropractic have many techniques to relieve the symptoms of neck and back pain, headaches, stiff joints, colic, earaches, and many other symptoms. Call for your appointment with Dr. Malia Robertson at Clear Choice Chiropractic, 765-329-5044. That's 329-5044. And take back your life and enjoy living pain-free. Located at 1501 North Walnut Street in Hartford City. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesdays, 3 to 6 p.m. Thursdays, 3 to 7 p.m. Closed Saturdays and Sundays. Clear Choice Chiropractic. We've got your back.
And we're back here. Blackford's still tied. They were in the bottom of the third with the Tigers. The sophomore Hurd able to get out of that inning. Had bases loaded, left all 3 of them on, and got Everett Johnson swinging at that fastball down the middle and unable to make contact with it to get us out of that inning. Another update on the girls. Your pitcher, Grace Simmons, is the one that gave up the 5-0 with 2 outs, the bottom of the second. Now they're in the top of the third now, and we've got Sills on base with Williamson up to bat as the Tigers finish up their warm-up. We're going to have up to bat number 2, Braxton Straight, the shortstop, who walked his last at-bat. So Hurd finished us out at-bat last inning with a strikeout looking, and Straight looking to get us started here in the bottom of the third. And the fans still, just like the last time, slowly moving in. Bruins roughly about 20 to 30 fans. The Tigers about the same, maybe a little less. And the first pitch comes in, just hitting the outside corner, strike 1. And Heller's still the pitcher. Second pitch comes in way outside, ball 1. So a 1-1 count now for Straight. Heller, your pitcher, pitching out of the full windup. Delivers the pitch. And way outside and in the dirt, ball 2. 2-1 count now for Straight, who walked his last at-bat. Looking to do the same or preferably get a nice hit. And that pitch, fourth pitch, another one in the dirt, ball 3. A 3-1 count now on Straight. Heller still the pitcher, looking over at the coach for some advice. Coach telling him just to calm down and relax. Heller out of the windup, delivers the pitch on the outside corner for strike 2. Bringing it to full. Full count now for Straight. Heller, your pitcher. And again, winds up, delivers the pitch, and he gets rung up looking again. And that was a nice pitch, belt high, right down the middle for Straight, and unable to make any contact with it. Doesn't bring the bat off of his shoulder. Lets it fly by and gets rung up. Now number 10, Mealy up to bat, your catcher, ground ball to get on base last inning. And Heller with the wind up, and Mealy gets contact with it. It's out into center field. The center fielder looking to camp out underneath of it to record that out. 2 outs now for Blackford. That was a nice hit by Mealy, just not long enough or short enough, whichever one you prefer. The outfield playing about 30 feet in from the warning track. So it didn't take him much to move on. Now everybody's shifting to the left because number 13, Dayton Dow, the lefty up to bat, who tried for the bunt and got the fielder's choice in the last inning. And he takes a swing at one and doesn't like what he sees, doesn't like what he's done, and breaks strike 1. So an 0-1 count now, 2 outs on Dow. No runners on. 2 up, 2 down for the Tigers. And that pitch way inside, ball 1. So 1-1 count now for Dow. Dow all the way at the front of the box. And another swing and a miss for Dow. Dow, that ball looks like it's just missing off the far tip of the bat. He looks like he's wanting to get every piece of the ball. Oh, and that ball behind Dow. Something must not have went right. Maybe it slipped out of his hand. Heller with a little bit of a smile on that one. Just lost his grip and went behind Dow for ball 2. So 2-2 count now for Dow. 2 outs. The pitch delivered out of the windup. And it's an inside pitch straight to the third baseman. And that ends the inning on that hit. Just a fly, simple fly out to third. And as we switch sides here, another word from our sponsors.
While filling your car's fuel tank at Food and Fuel Marathon, fill your body's fuel tank too. Monday through Friday, grab a chicken or tenderloin sandwich, or have out a burger and potato wedges, or onion chips, mozzarella cheese sticks, and Bosco breadsticks. If biscuits and gravy are your thing, they're available every Monday through Saturday morning until they're gone. And you'll have to grab a Poppy's Extreme donut or two. Available daily. Food and Fuel Marathon, 1621 North Walnut Street, Hartford City. Open Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Food and Fuel Marathon, fueling your vehicle and you.
And we're back. Hurd still the pitcher. And gives the sign to Mealy to take it down. He's done, ready to go. The ball's coming in. And the outfield's still looking the same. Dalton Willman in left field, Dow in center, and Strobel in right. Infield's all the same with the exception of Hurd, the sophomore pitcher. Cagle, Riddle, Strait, and Jennings. And then, of course, Caleb as your catcher. So still tied here in the top of the fourth. Let me make that change. The top of the fourth, still tied 1-1. And it looks like up to bat is going to be number 8 for the Tigers, Brandon Lockwood. I did not record what Brandon did the last inning, so I don't have that for you. But the first pitch comes in way outside for ball 1. The fans again all bundled up. It's a rather chilly day. And that ball is hit high. And it looks like Riddle is camped out underneath of it and makes the easy catch as he falls backward for out 1. So Lockwood flying out to Riddle on that pitch, and up to bat, number 5, Eli Inskeep, the shortstop, flew out to first base, struck out looking in the last inning, and now Hurd looking to do it again in the fourth. The pitch comes in, a nice curve ball, just catches the outside corner for strike 1. An 0-1 count now, 1-1 with 1 out. Hurd out of the windup, another pitch comes in, high and inside, ball 1. And the third pitch comes in way outside, 2-1 count. Trying to get him swinging at anything, and the batter's just too smart for that one, obviously. Didn't swing. And Hurd takes one inside and makes him move out of the way for ball 3. 3-1 count. 1 out for Blackford. Hurd out of the windup. Takes one in, fastball on the outside corner and gets him swinging. Fouling it off for strike 2. The count is full for Inskeep, who went down looking in the last inning. Hurd now out of the windup, delivers the pitch just outside, right back to the press box, and stays alive. Still a full count for Inskeep, who is 0 for 2 on the day. Hurd now out of the windup, delivers the pitch. And that's a fastball on the outside corner. Everybody moving towards the right field fence, and it's out of play. So Inskeep able to stay in it here, fouling them off. And it looks like the Lady Bruins have scored 1 now in the bottom of the third. They've broke the lead down to 4 and a 5-1, and Hurd with a curveball, and Inskeep takes it deep to left field. Dalton on the run backwards, unable to handle it on the warning track. He brings it in. Inskeep's on second now with a double. Inskeep with a double hit deep to left field. Willman unable to make it, just barely missing the play. And gets a double out of it. So up to bat now, we've got Gavin King, number 1, who has walked and was caught stealing in the first inning by Mealy and struck out swinging in the last inning. And he fouls his first one off with a bunt attempt for strike 1. And let me get my runners on. We've got a runner on second, 0-1 count. The umpire looking for another ball. Herd having a lot of them fouled off this half inning. So King at bat here. Inskeep with a double to left field. An 0-1 count with one out. Inskeep on second with about a 15 to 16 foot lead, straight just behind him. And Hurd does the pickoff move and throws it way out to center field. And now, Inskeep was looking to run and get that extra base, but Dow there to save it and keep him where he's at. So an 0-1 count now, one out. Hurd with a bad pickoff move the last pitch is now out of the stretch, and Inskeep coming back, shortening his lead up a little bit, and they may have got him, and they did. Miller with the no and caught him jumping out there just a bit too far, and gets him down, and that's Bailey's second one today, caught stealing. And they rung that up as a strike, so that's an 0-2 count now with two outs, all from Mealy. And this kid is something else. And that pitch come in as a ball, 1-2 count now with two outs. Blackford tied with the Tigers, 1-1. And Mealy, anytime a runner gets out there, buddy, he is not afraid to take him down and record those outs. And now a 2-2 count. I must have rung a ball up strike up when I should have had a ball. So a 2-2 count with two outs. Hurd with a curveball, and that's a high fly ball. Looks like Riddle's camping out. And Riddle with the out. So now Blackford still tied, going down in the bottom of the fourth. And Miller with that great save and that great out, catching that kid leading off just a little bit too far. That was Inskeep leading off just a little bit too far and caught him hanging out there. So we'll be back right after this word from our sponsors.
Foundations Building Material is proud to support Blackford High School athletics. Foundation Building Material is your local building materials distributor in East Central Indiana. Our promise to our customers is to do business with integrity and honesty and strive to be the best every day, and never forget we work for you, our customers. We are founded on principle and built on purpose. Distributors of drywall, steel studs, Armstrong ceiling, and insulation. Call Aaron Farrell, 260-471-2181. Foundations Building Materials.
And we're back after that word from our sponsors. And again, make sure you're going and talking to our sponsors. Make sure you use them if you need your building materials, if you have your own business, or if you are just doing some work at home. I know that Aaron Farrell has helped out some of the local guys here just doing some work on their house, building a garage. I had a friend that built a garage, and they got all of their materials from him to build that garage. And he said that they were definitely a cheap price, a reasonable price for the lumber and for the materials. So definitely give them a call and see what they can do for you for your building needs. And it looks like up to bat we're going to have number 6, Blaine Riddle, the second baseman, flew out to second base the last inning, or his last at bat, I should say. And Blackford coming alive here in the later stages of the game, the bottom of the fourth here, and Ugan's definitely got to be happy with what he's seen that last inning. The Bruins just looking really good that last inning. And Heller's still your pitcher for the Tigers, and throws one way inside, getting Riddle to back out for a 1-0 count. 1-0. Heller out of the windup, delivers the pitch in the dirt and behind the catcher for ball 2. A 2-0 count now for Riddle. The tie ball game, 1-1. The pitch delivered, and Riddle with a line drive in between the gap of right and center field gets a single.
Now batting for your Bruins, the DH, number 17, Jake Ross.
Jake Ross up to bat, who grounded out to the first baseman last inning. Looking to make some changes here. And Riddle on first base, starting to get his lead off, about 8 foot. Inching his way out there. Heller now out of the stretch, giving him a look. And he delivers the pitch, and Ross tries for the bunt, unable to make contact with it. That should not be a ball. It should be a strike. 0-1 count. 0-1 count now for Ross. Riddle's on first. Riddle now starting to get his lead. Heller out of the stretch. Heller comes set. Riddle staying about 8 to 10 foot, and Heller steps back and makes Riddle go back. An 0-1 count now for Ross. Heller now delivers the pitch, and it's a bunt down the third base line, and the third baseman not even looking at it. Doesn't know what's going on, not ready for the ball, and Ross is safe at first, and Riddle as well at second. So now runners on first and second. Runners on first and second with Tyler Cagle up to bat, who walked his last at bat. And Heller out of the stretch, delivers the pitch, and Cagle with the bunt attempt doesn't make contact. Now an 0-1 count. Now Cagle calls timeout and goes back to talk to Coach Ugan. And while we're waiting on that, the Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper is your local newspaper with local news about local people. Pick your copy up at multiple locations in Hartford City and Montpelier. Published every Tuesday with yearly subscriptions available. The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper. Call Danny at 765-251-4903. And that pitch inside, the team telling Cagle that he needed to wear it. And Cagle saying, no, absolutely not. I'm going to get out of the way. So a 1-1 count now for Cagle. Runners on first and second. No outs for the Bruins. And that ball, Cagle tries to bunt again and unable to make contact with it. Hugan a little dejected over him not being able to make contact with it. But here we go. Cagle with a 1-2 count now. And Riddle playing dance moves with Heller on the mound. And that pitch high and outside for ball 2. So a 2-2 count now for Cagle. Heller on the mound. Runners on first and second. We've got Ross on first. Riddle on second. Riddle with about a 12-foot lead. Close to the grass. Dancing around. Gets to going back. The pickoff move unsuccessful. And Riddle is safe. So a 2-2 count now for Cagle. That ball just over the plate, but a little low, the referee or the umpire says, and gets a full count on Cagle. Cagle now with the full count. The team, the middle infielders for the Tigers going up to talk to their pitcher, giving some encouraging words to him. And we're at a bit of a hold here. Cagle still up to bat, full count. Runners on first and second. Heller still your pitcher for the Tigers. Riddle with not as much of a lead this time. Now extending it out, and Cagle gets a hold of it. It's a fly ball and to center field, and the center field are able to make the play. For the first out of the inning, Cagle with the first out, flying out to center field. A nice at-bat for Cagle. Now up to bat number 14, Dalton Willman. Willman coming in with one out and runners on first and second. And if I can just clear all this out, there we go. Runners on first and second. Willman up to bat. Heller pitching out of the stretch, delivers the pitch, low and in the dirt for ball one. Willman calling off the players. The pitch so far in the dirt, the catcher unable to handle it. Keeps it in front of him, though. And Willman lets Riddle know, nope, don't extend it, just stay where you are. So now Heller delivering the pitch, and Dalton swing and a miss, strike one. A 1-1 count now for Willman with one out. Runners on first and second. Ross and Riddle. Heller still pitching out of the stretch. Delivers the pitch down the middle, and Willman fouls it straight back over the press box for strike two. A 1-2 count now for Willman. Runners on first and second. 1-2 count. One out for the Bruins. Heller out of the stretch. Delivers the pitch low and in the dirt. And Willman check swings. And they're still calling it a ball. So it's a 2-2 count. The catcher tried to tag out Willman, thinking that it was a strike call. And the outfield judge now calling it a check swing. So a 2-2 count now for Willman, one out for the Bruins. Heller with the pitch, and another one in the dirt for ball three. A 3-2 count, full. And Willman stepping into the box. Still runners on first and second. Heller out of the stretch, looking back at Riddle. Now ready to deliver the pitch right down the middle and just a little high for ball four. Loading the bases up for the sophomore, Brandon Strobel. And the Tigers call a timeout. And while we've got this timeout, and it looks like the Tigers are going to make a pitching change. Yes, they are. They're bringing their center fielder, Colton Moore, in to warm up. So while he's warming up, we'll have a word from our sponsors.
Locally owned, Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC, owned by Jeff and Aubrey Strait, have 30 years of experience in commercial and residential painting and drywall finishing. Straits Drywall and Paint can do anything from new construction to remodels. Does your home need a new touch of color inside or out? Call Jeff or Aubrey at 765-499-9416 for a free quote. Straits Drywall and Paint, LLC. Insured painters with the professional skills necessary to complete your project on time and within budget.
And while we're waiting here, just a quick update from the Lady Bruins at Yorktown. 12-1. The Lady Bruins down 11 in the top of the fourth with Kaylee Sills pitching now. So the Lady Bruins down 11, 12-1 to Yorktown in the fourth inning. And while we're still waiting, let's hear from more of our sponsors. Well, and why don't I just read one? Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And Foundations Building Material is your local building materials distributor in East Central Indiana for drywall, steel studs, and Armstrong ceiling and insulation. Founded on principle and built on purpose. Contact Aaron Farrell at 260-471-2181. And it looks like we've got maybe a couple more pitches here to go, and we will get the action going again. And just an update as well, tomorrow Blackford will be hosting Wabash in a doubleheader that was scheduled for Saturday. They will play it tomorrow, so feel free to check back with us or come out and support your Bruins. I believe the game got moved up due to the inclement weather that might possibly be coming on Saturday. So it looks like Colton is ready to go. Strobel now up to bat. Struck out looking his last at bat. Looking to make a change here with one out. Bases loaded. Moore, your pitcher. Moore out of the stretch, a lefty pitcher. Delivers the pitch. High and outside, ball one. A 1-0 count now for Strobel. Bases loaded. Riddle with about a 4-foot lead, just slowly walking out. And that pitch delivered high, just a little high for ball two. 2-0 count. 2-0 count now. Bases loaded. We've got Dalton Willman on first. Jake Ross on second. Blaine Riddle on third. Moore, your pitcher, delivers the pitch out of the stretch. Another high pitch. Ball three. A 3-0 count now for Strobel. Strobel, who struck out swinging his last at-bat, looking to maybe make some contact or just get a walk to bring a run in, and that pitch way inside. Well, it looks like we have a strike. Not sure which one they called a strike, but it's a 3-1 count now with one out. Maybe that last pitch was a strike. Now Moore pitching out of the stretch, the lefty. That pitch definitely way outside, and he walks one. And that's putting your Bruins up now by one. Back to the top of the lineup, Hurd, number 12. Hurd, the pitcher, came in the second inning for Elam, who was struggling just a little bit. Hurd now with a one out, bases loaded. Riddle was brought in on that one. And Moore, the lefty, delivers the pitch way high. That was up by Hurd's head for a 1-0 count. So now the base runners are Strobel on first, Willman on second, Ross on third. Moore still trying to find the strike zone. The lefty pitcher for the Tigers delivers the pitch out of the stretch, and that one was inside and in the dirt for ball two. So 2-0 count now for Hurd. One out for the Bruins, and the shortstop coming in to talk to his pitcher, Colton Moore, and maybe letting him know to settle down just a little bit and just deliver some strikes here in the fourth. We're in the bottom of the fourth now. And he's done with his conversation. Goes back to short. Moore now out of the stretch. The lefty delivers the pitch. And that one again misses the corner for the 3-0 count. Now Hurd with a 3-0 count. Runners on first, second, and third. Bases loaded. One out. A 3-0 count now, and Moore says, I got to regroup here, and steps off the mound, walks around a little bit, tries to loosen up, get the jitters out. Now he's back, delivers the pitch, Hurd with the bunt attempt, and gets walked. So now Blackford with their second run walked in. The catcher now calls timeout and says, now we got to fix this. Something is not right. So the catcher, number 16, Heller, and I've had that wrong the whole time. Huffer was your pitcher, and now Moore is your pitcher. So the whole infield out there talking to Moore, letting him know, hey, we've got your back. One out for the lefty pitcher. Up to bat, number 2, Braxton Straight. Straight struck out looking, as well as Hurd, the last batter. And it looks like a courtesy runner or a pinch runner for Hurd is Isaac Justice. And the first pitch, a ball 1. 2 runs now walked in by Moore. Straight's up to bat. Straight walked his first at-bat, struck out looking his second, and that pitch way high. The catcher had to jump just to make the play. And now a 2-0 count for Straight. Isaac Justice on first, running for Hurd. Strobel on second, Willman on third, all three sophomores. And the pitch comes in, and it's hit deep. Yeah, and it was in left center field, and Willman tags up, and the left fielder throws that ball way over everybody's head. And Straight's out, and everybody advances. Justice now on second, Strobel now on third, and we've got Mealy up to bat with 2 outs and runners on second and third. Mealy, I forgot to write down what he did at his last at bat, because I think that we had some runners on, or it was maybe a quick 1, 2, 3, and I just got ahead of myself, I guess. And that first pitch comes in and hits the inside corner for strike one. So Blackford now up 4-1 with 2 outs, an 0-1 count for Mealy. Moore, the pitcher, the lefty, delivers the second pitch for ball one, high and outside. So 1-1 count now for Mealy, 2 outs. Justice and Strobel on second and third. Moore delivers the pitch, gets Mealy swinging. The catcher unable to handle it. Now a 1-2 count. 1-2 for Mealy. Mealy looking down at Ugan for the call. Mealy stepping in the box. Justice with about a 15 to 18 foot lead. And Moore tries, I'm guessing, to throw a curveball the way his hand hung out there. And that ball way high. A 2-2 count now for Mealy. 2 outs, runners on second and third. Blackford up by 3. Moore, the pitcher, the lefty, delivers the pitch, and Mealy fouls it off. That ball was inside, was going to be a ball, and Mealy fouls it off to stay in the game. Ugan now giving encouraging words to Mealy. Mealy steps back in the box. Justice on second. Strobel on third. 2-2 count. 2 outs. Blackford up by 3. 4-1 in the bottom of the fourth. Moore delivers the pitch. Another curveball, and Mealy takes it swinging to end the inning. And on that, we'll be right back after this word from our sponsors.
While filling your car's fuel tank at Food and Fuel Marathon, fill your body's fuel tank too. Monday through Friday, grab a chicken or tenderloin sandwich, or have out a burger and potato wedges, or onion chips, mozzarella cheese sticks, and Bosco breadsticks. If biscuits and gravy are your thing, they're available every Monday through Saturday morning until they're gone. And you'll have to grab a Poppy's Extreme donut or two. Available daily. Food and Fuel Marathon, 1621 North Walnut Street, Hartford City. Open Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Food and Fuel Marathon, fueling your vehicle and you.
Locally owned Straight's Drywall and Paint, LLC, owned by Jeff and Aubrey Straight, have 30 years of experience in commercial and residential painting and drywall finishing. Straight's Drywall and Paint can do anything from new construction to remodels. Does your home need a new touch of color inside or out? Call Jeff or Aubrey at 765-499-9416 for a free quote. Straight's Drywall and Paint, LLC. Insured painters with the professional skills necessary to complete your project on time and within budget.
And we're back as Mealy takes his throw down. The Bruins bringing the ball into the pitcher. Hurd, still the sophomore, staying in the game. Bullpen still empty for both teams. And a very good inning for the Bruins. 3 runs. 2 of them walked in. Now it looks like Ross out there warming up in the bullpen. And Hurd to deliver out of the full wind up. And the first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. And number 9, Colton Moore, the lefty pitcher, is up to bat. Hurd delivers the second pitch, and that one is drove way deep, and that is going to be out of here. No, just lands inside on the foul line, and he's going to try to stretch it out to a triple. And Riddle, the cutoff, tries to get him at third and unable to. So Moore getting a triple out of a deep-driven ball to right field, just down the first baseline. That ball probably landed 323 out of 324 that the marker is calling for. So a triple out of Moore. Hurd now lets that curveball hang way out for ball one. And up to bat should be Clayton Thompson. That pitch comes in for ball two. 2-0 count now for Thompson. You got Moore on third. No outs for the Bruins. And Ross still warming up in the bullpen. That pitch way inside for ball three. Hurd now struggling to find the strike zone. A 3-0 count for Thompson. I don't look for him to swing at all here. That ball high, ball four. He walks him. So Hurd walks his first runner of the inning. And Ugan calls a timeout and wants to have a little chat with the sophomore. And while we're waiting on that, stop by Food and Fuel Marathon on North Walnut Street for fuel for your car and fuel for you. A lunch available Monday through Friday, biscuits and gravy Monday through Saturday, and Poppy's Extreme Donuts daily. Open Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m., Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Sunday, 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. And I know I dropped by there today and grabbed me one of their Coney dogs, and boy, are they delicious. If you haven't had a Coney dog from Food and Fuel Marathon, make sure you stop by on Thursdays and pick one up fresh. I believe they start around 10 o'clock with those things. So don't let one pass you by. And Hurd gets Heller swinging for strike one. 0-1 count now for Heller. Runners on first and third. Moore with that nice hit out on the first baseline. And that ball's going to be fouled off by Heller. So an 0-2 count now for Heller. Runners on first and third. Hurd now out of the stretch. Struggling a little bit here late in the fifth, or the top of the fifth here. The Tigers down 3 to the Bruins, and Hurd delivers the swing, strike 3 for the first out of the fifth inning. And now up to bat number 7, Max Coral. Max hit a single, grounded out to second, and then had a walk the last inning. Hurd delivers a curveball that dropped at the front side of the arc. That's ball one. That curve literally dropped and hit the dirt just in front of the arc between the dirt and the grass. Now a 1-0 count, 1 out. Delivers a fastball that just misses the outside corner for ball 2. A 2-0 count now. 1 out for the Bruins. Hurd checking the runners. Runners on first and third. Hurd delivers the pitch out of the stretch, and he fouls it off for strike 1. Coral fouling one off. Hurd now looking in for the sign, checking the runners at first. Checking the runner at third, now delivering the pitch, and that ball hits the outside corner for strike 2. A 2-2 count now for Coral, who again hit a single in the first inning and hasn't done much since. A ground out and a walk. And Hurd with a curveball hit to right field, and Strobel underneath of it catches it. And Moore tags up and walks in fairly easy. But 2 outs now for Blackford. Now a runner on first stays. does not advance. Now Gabe Eisenhunt up to bat. Hit. Yeah, Eisenhunt grounded out to second base, his first at-bat, and went down looking at his last at-bat. Hurd with a curve lands outside, ball one. The score now 4-2 in the top of the fifth. Blackford still up by 2. Hurd delivers a pitch, and that ball's hit deep. Looks like Dow is calling Willman off, and Dow comes in and gets the third out of the inning. So Blackford's still up by 2, 4-2. The Tigers score one on that with a fly out to right field, and Strobel makes the out, but unable to make the play at home. We will be right back after this word from our sponsors.
The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper is your hometown newspaper with a staff that takes great pride in covering local community events in Hartford City and Montpelier. Available at newsstands in Hartford City at Needler's Fresh Market, Food and Fuel, John's Service Station, Northside Florist, and in Montpelier at Koppel's Family Market, Carrie's Restaurant, and Charlie's Sunoco, with more locations coming soon. The Voice of Blackford County is published every Tuesday with a cost of only $1 or a yearly subscription for $35. You'll find school-related events, obituaries, public records info, church news, community calendar, and so much more. Contact Danny at 765-251-4903 or Ann at 765-330-4842. The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper. Local news about local people. Dr. Malia Robertson of Clear Choice Chiropractic asked, do you suffer from neck pain while working, or do migraines keep you from enjoying your day? Do you have to take pain pills just to function? Does your baby cry constantly for no apparent reason? And most importantly, do you remember the last day you were pain-free? You don't have to live with these frustrations. The doctors at Clear Choice Chiropractic have many techniques to relieve the symptoms of neck and back pain, headaches, stiff joints, colic, earaches, and many other symptoms. Call for your appointment with Dr. Malia Robertson at Clear Choice Chiropractic, 765-329-5044. That's 329-5044. And take back your life and enjoy living pain-free. Located at 1501 North Walnut Street in Hartford City. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesdays, 3 to 6 p.m. Thursdays, 3 to 7 p.m. Closed Saturdays and Sundays. Clear Choice Chiropractic. We've got your back.
And we're back. The lefty, Dayton Dow, up to bat. Looks like he's picked up a different bat this at-bat. Moore still the pitcher for the Tigers. And an update on the Lady Bruins down at Yorktown, down 14-2 in the bottom of the fourth. So the Lady Bruins struggling in Yorktown. Dow now up to bat facing the lefty pitcher, Moore. Moore delivers one in the dirt for ball one in the bottom of the fifth. Bottom of the fifth here. Dow really struggling today. Unable to make real good contact. Takes that ball on the inside for ball two. Dow all the way to the front of the box. The pitch delivered, and he makes a swing, and that ball is high fly. The whole left side of the field coming in to make a play, but it's out of play. So now a 2-1 count. That ball out of play behind the third base dugout. The home field dugout. A 2-1 count. No outs. Dow the leadoff batter this inning. Blackford still up 4-2. Moore the lefty pitches to Dow way outside for ball three. A 3-1 count now for Dow, the lefty, facing the lefty pitcher. 4-2, Blackford up. Moore the pitcher. Moore out of the windup, delivers way inside, just missing Dow for the walk. Dow with a little sigh of relief that it didn't hit him. Goes ahead and takes his base. Up to bat now, number 6, Blaine Riddle. Blaine flew out to Second base's first at bat, line drive to right field at his second on his second at bat, and got a single. Now up to bat with Dow on first, and he lays the bunt down along the first base line, advancing Dow to second, but gets the out. So one out now on the sacrifice by Riddle. Dow now on second base. Blackford up 4-2. Up to bat now, number 17, Jake Ross, who grounded out to first base and then had a bunt where he had an error on the third baseman to land safely on first. So Dow with the leadoff. The shortstop dancing behind him. Dow now dancing out on his leadoff. The lefty out of the stretch. And Dow drives one to left field. The left fielder underneath of it. And Dow stays where he's at. So 2 outs now for Blackford. Tyler Cagle up to bat. Cagle walked his first at bat. Flew out to center on his second at bat. Dow on second. 2 outs now for the Bruins. Still up by 2. 4-2. That ball high and inside for ball 1. The lefty Moore out of the stretch, delivers the pitch high and outside for ball 2. A 2-0 count now for Cagle. 2 outs for the Bruins. Up by 2, 4-2. In the bottom of the 5th, Moore now out of the stretch, looking back at Dow. Starts the pitch, lets one go, and that one's over the plate for strike 1. So a 2-1 count now for Cagle. 2 outs. Dow playing around out on the second. And Cagle line drives one. Cagle grounds one straight back to the pitcher. The pitcher gives him a little bit of a shoulder check as he runs to first for the 3rd out of the inning. And that'll do it for the 5th inning, and we'll be back with the bottom of the 6th after these words from our sponsors.
While filling your car's fuel tank at Food and Fuel Marathon, fill your body's fuel tank too. Monday through Friday, grab a chicken or tenderloin sandwich, or have out a burger and potato wedges, or onion chips, mozzarella cheese sticks, and Bosco breadsticks. If biscuits and gravy are your thing, they're available every Monday through Saturday morning until they're gone. And you'll have to grab a Poppy's Extreme donut or two, available daily. Food and Fuel Marathon, 1621 North Walnut Street, Hartford City. Open Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Food and Fuel Marathon, fueling your vehicle and you.
And we're back in the bottom of the 6th inning here at Hartford City and Bruin Field. Hurd still the pitcher. Ross still warming up out there in the bullpen. So it looks like Hurd will finish out his pitches for this game, and then Ross will come in to relieve and close out the game. So the top of the 6th, the Bruins are up 4-2 on the Bluffton Tigers. Hurd still your pitcher. Up to bat now for the Tigers, number 11, Everett Johnson, who struck out his last at-bat. Hurd out of the windup. Starts the pitch and puts one low for ball 1. 1-0 count now for Johnson. Hurd out of the windup. Delivers one right down the middle, and that ball's hit high. Fly ball infield to Riddle. And Riddle records that easy out. 1 out now for the Bruins. Up to bat, number 8, Brandon Lockwood, the left fielder. It seems that the Tigers, as I'm looking back at all of my paperwork, and Hurd falls down on the mound, but still able to deliver the pitch over the plate for ball one. Unsure what happened there, but he fell way off of the mound, and he's delivering the pitch out of the windup and delivers one way outside for ball two. Hurd needing to gain his composure out on the mound after having that incident. Now delivers one right down the middle, and another one hit and foul ball. Boy, they got lucky with that one. That one was headed right down the first base line and just foul by about 3 feet. So a 2-1 count now for Lockwood. The Tigers still down by 2 in the bottom of the 6th. Trying to get something going here against the Bruins at Bruin Field in Hartford City. The action coming to you live from Voice Action Sports, hosted by WellsCountyVoice.com. Hurd with the curveball, unable to hit the strike zone. 3-1 count. No runners on, 1 out, 3-1 count. Hurd delivers the pitch, and that ball is right there for strike 2 and gets Lockwood swinging to bring the count to full. Lockwood looked like he really wanted a piece of that. That was a fastball right on the outside corner, and Hurd with the windup again, and that one on the inside. And the Tigers coach able to make a play and stop the ball from going behind him. So a full count still for Lockwood. 1 out for the Tigers. Hurd with the pitch, and that pitch is inside, and that's another high fly ball, and it's out of play, foul. Another lucky break for the Bruins. The Tigers able to make good contact with the ball, just can't keep it in play here as of late. Other than the home run or the triple by Moore, Hurd still out of the windup, delivers that pitch, another foul ball. And it looks like Dylan Thomas. Dylan Thomas over there able to make the play, making sure that Ross and his catcher are safe from the balls. And that ball right down the middle and doesn't get the strike call. The umpire just hanging out, watching it go by. Must have been a little bit too low for him to bring him up looking. So now we have Lockwood on first, and back to the top of the lineup, number 5, Inskeep. Hurd out of the stretch now. Inskeep misses the pitch, and he swings, and we're an 0-1 count. 0-1, 1 out, got a runner on first. The Tigers down by 2. Hurd delivers the pitch, and Mealy unable to handle it. Or was it a foul? I think it was a foul. So Inskeep getting a little piece of it. The runner goes back to first. So an 0-2 count now. The umpire saying, wait a minute, we got to wait for the runner to get back. And now we're ready to go. Hurd approaching the mound, looking at the runner. Hurd out of the stretch. Delivers the pitch, low and away, ball 1. A 1-2 count now. The runner on first, Lockwood, not making any attempts to go now. Not a very big lead off for Lockwood. And he goes, and Hurd gets the easy out at first. The ball was hit back to the pitcher. Hurd, instead of going for the double play, goes ahead and gets the easy out at first, leaving the runner go to second. Now 2 outs, runner on second. And the right fielder, number 1, Gavin King, up to bat, who walked, was caught stealing in the first inning, struck out swinging in the second. At his second at-bat, and I can't remember what he did for his third because I keep forgetting to write it down. So 1-0 count now for King. Hurd out of the stretch, checking the runners. The pitch is delivered a little high for ball 1. For ball 2 now. So a 2-0 count now for King. A runner on second, 2 outs. The Bruins up by 2. Hurd out of the stretch, delivers the pitch inside ball 3. 3 straight balls, and now Coach Ugan coming out to call timeout to talk to his pitcher. It looks like yes. Ross is definitely on his way out, maybe. Yep, and Ugan takes the ball from Hurd and calls in his pitcher, Jake Ross, to take over duties. Hurd, definitely a good job today, better than his last couple of pitches, or his last game. And it looks like maybe we're making some changes in the field as well. So it looks like Elam is back in the game. Willman coming out. It also looks like Jennings is out at third and Caldwell is coming in. And while we're waiting on them to warm up, we'll have a word from our sponsors.
Foundations Building Material is proud to support Blackford High School athletics. Foundation Building Material is your local building materials distributor in East Central Indiana. Our promise to our customers is to do business with integrity and honesty and strive to be the best every day, and never forget we work for you, our customers. We are founded on principle and built on purpose. Distributors of drywall, steel studs, Armstrong ceiling, and insulation. Call Aaron Farrell, 260-471-2181. Foundations Building Materials.
And we're back as Ross finishes up his warm-ups. He'll have a 3-0 count on the batter, King, to hopefully finish out the at-bat for Hurd. And it looks like he's going to be finished with that one. Again, Elam is out in center field, and it looks like Dow is going out to left field. Caldwell at third now. Everything else has stayed the same. Ross, obviously, of course, in at pitcher. The count is 3-0. We have a runner on second, 2 outs. Blackford's leading the game 4-2. And that looks like that's going to do it for Ross. Mealy out to just give one last word to him. And he's headed back. And now we're just waiting on the umpire to come in and get this game started. And an update on the Lady Bruins in Yorktown. The top of the 5th, the Lady Bruins down 17, 19-2. So the Lady Bruins down 17 points to the Lady Tigers of Yorktown. And Ross delivers his first pitch for strike 1. It's tough to come in on a 3-0 count, but Ross delivers the first pitch for strike 1. Showing this batter that, hey, I can put the ball in the strike zone, and you're going to have to swing if you want to get on base. And he gets him swinging on an outside pitch for strike 2. Now the count full, 2 outs. The King, your batter. We got a runner on second, and Ross is your pitcher. Ross out of the stretch, delivers the pitch. High ball, gets King swinging for strike 3. And that's going to end the inning on a nice way to save that inning from Ross. A good job, and we'll be right back after this word.
Locally owned, Straight's Drywall and Paint, LLC, owned by Jeff and Aubrey Straight, have 30 years of experience in commercial and residential painting and drywall finishing. Straight's Drywall and Paint can do anything from new construction to remodels. Does your home need a new touch of color inside or out? Call Jeff or Aubrey at 765-499-9416 for a free quote. Straight's Drywall and Paint, LLC. Insured painters with the professional skills necessary to complete your project on time and within budget.
And we're back, and the Tigers still just now coming out to warm up their pitcher. So we'll be back after this word from more of our sponsors. And make sure you're going out and telling them, thank you for making this all possible. We appreciate it, and I know you do too, those of you that are out there listening. We're averaging about 120 to 130 per game live, which is pretty impressive for a small school like Blackford. So we appreciate you watching, but we'll appreciate it even more if you go see our sponsors and tell them thank you.
The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper is your hometown newspaper with a staff that takes great pride in covering local community events in Hartford City and Montpelier. Available at newsstands in Hartford City at Needler's Fresh Market, Food and Fuel, John's Service Station, Northside Florist, and in Montpelier at Coffle's Family Market, Carrie's Restaurant, and Charlie's Sunoco, with more locations coming soon. The Voice of Blackford County is published every Tuesday with a cost of only $1 or a yearly subscription for $35. You'll find school-related events, obituaries, public records info, church news, community calendar, and so much more. Contact Danny at 765-251-4903 or Ann at 765-330-4842. The Voice of Blackford County Community Newspaper. Local news about local people.
And we're back. The lefty Moore still the pitcher for the Tigers. And it looks like up to bat, we're going to have number 1, Drew Caldwell, the freshman right-handed batter, also a pitcher, playing third base today. One of the all-around players that we have, and it looks like we have some more action in the bullpen. Looks like your catcher, number 10, Caleb Mealy, warming up out there. And Caldwell takes the first pitch, ball 1. So this ought to get real interesting with Mealy taking over the pitching duties. Who's going to catch? The Bruins have just a couple of catchers to use. Cagle pulls some catching duty. I believe the second baseman, Riddle, also, as ball 3 comes in, takes some catching duty. And the sophomore Hurd also puts in a little catching action at times. So the lefty Moore now with a 3-0 count on the freshman Caldwell. Delivers out of the windup. That pitch right down the middle over the plate for strike 1. A 3-1 count now for Caldwell. And it looks like we have two pitchers out warming up. We've got Dow and Mealy warming up and getting some pitching in. And that last pitch was strike 2, now full for Caldwell. And that pitch comes in, and it's a line bouncer, and the shortstop able to make the play, throwing on the move to get the first out of the inning. Nice play by the shortstop, catching it and throwing it on the move. And up to bat now, we've got Strobel, who struck out and walked. And a nice curve, starts outside and cuts back inside and into the strike zone for strike 1. Next pitch, the exact same thing. Again, hits the strike zone on the outside edge of the plate for an 0-2 count now on Strobel. Moore seems to be finding his groove out on the mound. We're in the bottom of the 6th. The Bruins are up by 2. And a timeout called by Strobel to regroup. You can only stand out there for so long waiting on the pitch to come, and here the pitch is. And that ball rings him up, gets him looking for his second strikeout of the game. And now we're 2 outs. And Elam back in the game, grounded out to the shortstop last inning. Or his last at-bat. He only had one at-bat so far as the pitcher. Now back out in center field. And Moore, another curveball, definitely finding his groove with that curve. And now an 0-1 count on Elam. 2 outs for Blackford. Moore, the lefty, still pitching and delivers that high for ball 1. 1-1 count now for Elam. 2 outs. And the lefty Moore definitely catching his groove here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch is in, another curve, and another strike. And Blackford's going to have to learn how to swing and make contact with that to keep him from going down, looking, or swinging. And the pitch comes in, another curve, and he grounds it to the third baseman. The third baseman drops it. He picks it back up, and the first baseman unable to make the catch, and Elam is safe at first. So a bobble by the third baseman, throws the ball in the dirt, and the ball just kind of plants there and just rolls by the first baseman and allows Elam to be safe at first. So now Elam on first, straight up to bat. Elam getting the lead off, inching it out there. The lefty delivers the pitch, and it's low and inside for ball 1. And a 1-0 count now for Straight. The lefty pitches that curveball again and catches that outside corner for strike 1. A 1-0 count. Now for Straight, Elam with a lead off, shortening it up just a little bit with the lefty pitcher. The lefty out of the stretch, Moore, and tries the pickoff move. And he's safe. He just gets back and gets underneath that tag. Moore thought he had him, started walking towards the dugout, and now has to make that trip back to the mound because Elam was safe. The throw, the pickoff was a little high, and the first baseman had to grab it high and try to bring it down and was unable to do so. So now a 1-1 count for Straight, 2 outs, and Elam goes, and I think Straight swung and missed. Did not foul it off. Elam a little confused as to what was going on, whether he fouled it or not. And the umpire does not call it that, and now advanced to second. So now a runner on second. 1-2 count now for Straight. Elam on second with a huge lead off. The pitch comes in, and Straight fouls one off, and it's going to go out of play. A 1-2 count now, still 2 outs for Elam, 2 outs for the Bruins. Elam on second. The lefty pitcher, Moore, looks in for the sign, sets, checks Elam, checks the lead that he has. It's about a 17-foot, and Elam starts to go, and they're still able to make the throw to third. The catcher made the throw, but it was way off the base, and now Elam's on third. A 2-2 count now for Straight with 2 outs, and Elam on third. Elam in scoring position. If Straight can just hit a base hit, we're going to score another one and go up 5-2. And Straight does get a hold of one. It's a high fly ball, and the first baseman is under it and is able to make that play for the 3rd out of the inning. So Blackford unable to score, even though Elam steals 2 bases. And the Tigers still down by 2, going to be in the top of the 7th coming up. And we'll be back right after this word from our sponsors.
Dr. Malia Robertson of Clear Choice Chiropractic asks, do you suffer from neck pain while working, or do migraines keep you from enjoying your day? Do you have to take pain pills just to function? Does your baby cry constantly for no apparent reason? And most importantly, do you remember the last day you were pain-free? You don't have to live with these frustrations. The doctors at Clear Choice Chiropractic have many techniques to relieve the symptoms of neck and back pain, headaches, stiff joints, colic, earaches, and many other symptoms. Call for your appointment with Dr. Malia Robertson at Clear Choice Chiropractic, 765-329-5044. That's 329-5044. And take back your life and enjoy living pain-free. Located at 1501 North Walnut Street in Hartford City. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesdays, 3 to 6 p.m. Thursdays, 3 to 7 p.m. Closed Saturdays and Sundays. Clear Choice Chiropractic. We've got your back.
And as we're coming back, I want to say thank you to Straight's Drywall and Paint LLC. With 30 years of experience, Jeff and Aubrey Straight, owners of Straight's Drywall and Paint LLC, can help you with any project you have, from commercial and residential remodel to new construction. Give your home that new touch of color. Give them a call at 765-499-9416 and follow them on Facebook. And as we come back, no new pitching change, but we did, like I said, we had two pitchers warming up in the bullpen. And Ross delivers the first pitch to Moore as a ball a little bit low. A 1-0 count now. Blackford leading 4-2. Ross with his second pitch, a little high and inside, ball 2. Moore walked, flew out to right field, and hit it to right field and got a triple. And another one hit to the right side of the field, and Riddle unable to make the catch. And that ball is down for a single. And
now batting the DH, number 20, Clayton Thompson.
Up to bat next is number 20, Clayton Thompson, who hit a single into center field his first at-bat and walked his second at-bat. Takes his first pitch inside for ball 1. Moore on first. Thompson up to bat. The lefty. Ross delivering out of the stretch. That ball just hits the inside corner for strike 1. A 1-1 count now. Update on the girls. The girls have lost 19-4 to the Lady Tigers of Yorktown. Ross delivering another pitch, and Caldwell trying to make the catch to get the out. And lays out, but unsuccessful. And the foul ball rings up strike 2. So a 1-2 count now on Thompson. Moore still on first. Ross still your pitcher. Moore with a short lead off. And that ball is hit to left field. And Dow there to pick it up. And the runners advance. So Thompson gets another single on the day to left field. And we have runners on first and second. And up to bat, we should have we got number 3, Dom McPherson. This is Dom's first plate appearance of the game. And the coach is walking up to the umpire. It looks like Dom has not checked in, and that's what they're doing, checking in Dom McPherson as the batter. Dom should be coming in for Heller, if I've got everything right.
Noah Crystal, number 22.
And the announcer here, it looks like we've got a pinch runner for Thompson. The pinch runner is going to be number 22, Noah Crystal. And Dom McPherson up to bat. Runners on first and second. No outs. Ross pitching out of the lineup. And the bunt laid down, and he is out. Mealy hustles out into fair play territory to catch the pop fly on the bunt to record the out. First out of the inning.
Now batting the first baseman, number 7, Max Coral.
So McPherson tries the bunt, flies out to the catcher, Caleb Mealy. Now up to bat, it looks like should be Gabe Eisenhunt. Ross attempts the pickoff move, and no, it's not going to be Eisenhunt. I'm ahead of myself. That'll be number 7, Max Corral, the first baseman. Grounded out to second base, walked, and I think he should be maybe his 4th at bat, and I only have him recorded for 3. And delivers the first strike of his at bat. So an 0-1 count now on Corral. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Ross delivering out of the stretch. That was right down the middle, right back to Ross. He turns and throws to second. Straight tries to turn the double play, but loses the handle on the ball and is able to keep it in front of him. So the runner is out at second, the fielder's choice by Ross. Ross was about to go to first, but everybody on the infield, including Mealy, said, hey, go to second. Let's get the lead runner for the second out. So now runners on the corner, 2 outs for the Tigers. 4-2 Blackford lead. Ross delivering out of the stretch. Delivers the first pitch outside, ball 1. Mealy trying to frame it up. Couldn't get the umpire to bite on the frame. Ross delivering another pitch, and it's fouled straight back over the press box. Strike 1. So a 1-1 count now for number 19, the second baseman, Eisenhunt. Runners on the corner, 2 outs, 1-1 count. Ross delivering out of the stretch. That ball just on the outside corner for strike 2. A 1-2 count now for Eisenhunt, 2 outs. Blackford leading by 2 in the top of the 7th. 1 more out and this game would be over. And that ball delivered way outside and in the dirt. Mealy able to keep it in front of him. A 2-2 count. 2-2 now, 2 outs. Blackford up 4-2. Runners on the corner. Ross out of the stretch. Delivers right down the middle, gets him swinging, and that's the ball game. And sit tight. We'll hear a word from our sponsors, and then we'll be right back.
While filling your car's fuel tank at Food and Fuel Marathon, fill your body's fuel tank too. Monday through Friday, grab a chicken or tenderloin sandwich, or have out a burger and potato wedges, or onion chips, mozzarella cheese sticks, and Bosco breadsticks. If biscuits and gravy are your thing, they're available every Monday through Saturday morning until they're gone. And you'll have to grab a Poppy's Extreme donut or 2, available daily. Food and Fuel Marathon, 1621 North Walnut Street, Hartford City. Open Monday through Friday, 4:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. and Sunday, 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Food and Fuel Marathon, fueling your vehicle and you.
So the Bruins record their first win of the season. Now 1-3 on the season, 1 win, 3 losses, and the Tigers taking their first loss of the season. This is their first game of the season. Now 0-1. Blackford's going to play it again tomorrow. The doubleheader against Wabash that was scheduled for Saturday, now scheduled tomorrow. Start time is 4:15. So an early start so that we can get the doubleheader in before it gets too late. But definitely a great game played by the Bruins. Some good pitching. Struggled with pitching at the first. Elam unable to find the strike zone, loading the bases up. And then bringing in Hurd, who did a very good job of maintaining until he started struggling late in the game. And Ross coming in to finish it out and get Blackford the lead 4-2. So a very good game. I'm glad the Bruins got their first win of the season, and now we just need to capitalize on it as we play host again to Wabash tomorrow. And again, make sure you're going to see our sponsors. Make sure you're telling them thank you and that you heard their ad on our TV station or our live stream here. And as we say goodnight, we'll have this little outro here. And again, thank you all for tuning in And thanks for letting me know whenever I do something wrong or whenever I'm not sounding right. I will try to make every attempt to make it sound better, and so that you can understand and see what's going on. Again, thank you guys, and good night.
We hope you enjoyed this high school sports broadcast on the Voice Sports Network. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
The preceding production is property of Voice Enterprises, and all rights are reserved worldwide. Thank you for listening to this production of Voice Enterprises, taking media in a new direction.